coffee shop sock club. Hey guys, welcome to episode 28 of the Knit Now Swatch Later podcast. My name is Courtney and today is Thursday, November 19th, 2020. And I'm coming to you from Pennsylvania, where I live with my husband and our 2 dogs and 2 cats. This is a knitting podcast, and you can find me on Instagram as Knit Now Swatch Later and on Ravelry as Pup. We also have a Ravelry group for this podcast, which you can find in the links down below, as well as anything that I talk about, other shops that I talk about, and the show notes will be listed in the description box below. Alright, so if you've been with us for a while, you know that I usually record on Wednesdays, so we are a day behind here, but I am still hoping to have this episode up at the usual time on Friday for you guys. So let's jump right into the knitting. I have 2 finished objects to show you guys today, and the first one is my finished Perfect Autumn Socks by Twin Stitches Designs. These are really simple, really fast to work up socks. They are DK weight, and I knit them on a size 3 ChowGoo 9-inch circular needle, and the yarn that I used is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK in the colorway Linen. And I love the seed stitch detail here, and then there is a little twist. You can see that I made a mistake there, but I wasn't going back to fix it. And then there's a cable up the other side. So these worked up really quickly. I finished them, I think it took me like a total of 6 days, but I didn't work on it 6 days consecutively. So really good, quick project for some upcoming gift knitting that some of you guys might be doing. And then next up, I have my Spiced Chai Socks, which is another pattern by Twin Stitches Designs. This is one of the coffee shop sock club that she released. It's basically just a ribbed sock pattern with a little twist on the side. This isn't the best yarn for showing off the pattern, but I really wanted to use this yarn, which is Bad Wolf Girl Studios in her colorway Tricks, and the toe and heel color came as a coordinating mini for that. So yeah, 2 finished objects. Actually, I have 3 finished objects, but the other one has gone to its new home. I did finish the pink mermaid tail, which was the final mermaid tail of the 3 that I was making for my friend. So yeah, she took those home on Sunday and is going to be giving those to her own daughter and 2 other little girls for Christmas. So that was really exciting. It was a pretty simple pattern, but doing it 3 times in a row was a lot. So I will not be making that pattern again for quite some time, but I hope that they like their Christmas gifts. I'm excited to be done with those. So for works in progress, I still have this in my Vintage by Lindy Lou bag. In here I have my Anchors cardigan. Here is my Oogie Boogie stitch marker from Simply Serving. So as you can see, it's kind of bunched up on the needles, but I did make a good bit of progress in the last couple weeks. Most of this progress was made while I was catching up with my friend while she was here for the weekend, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all that I've worked on this week. Trying to think what else. I do have some progress on the stuffed cow that I showed last time, but from last week there's not a ton of progress. It's just a bunch of pieces right now. I did finish, see, last time I had a head and 1 ear, I think. So now I have 2 ears, and the muzzle and the mouth. So hopefully by the next episode I will have all of that assembled. Right now it's just a bunch of empty pieces laying around, so I need to stuff those and get them all assembled so that I have a head to show you guys. And I did crochet one of the horns, but it was way too big. It was like the same size as the head, so that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to go down a couple hook sizes and do that again. So I did finally purchase the Blackwood cardigan pattern from Helen's Closet Patterns, which I will link to the pattern that you can purchase in the show notes below. I printed out the pattern pieces and I assembled them, which takes a long time. And then I am planning on using this fabric that I have shown to you guys before. If you watched my fabric unboxing, I talk a little bit more detail about this fabric, but it's a basic sweater knit. It has a little bit of sparkle in it that I don't know, camera's picking that up, but I'm really excited to cut into that and get going on that. That has been on my to sew list for quite a while, so I'm really excited about that. Let's see, and I think that's everything for finished objects and works in progress. So I'm thinking about hosting a make-along that I am thinking about calling the Fresh Start Make-Along. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that I really wanted to start the new year with clear needles, which I don't think is going to happen. It didn't happen last year. I don't think it's going to happen this year, but I thought that maybe that would be a good premise for a make-along. So I am going to be hosting the Fresh Start Make-Along in the Ravelry thread. It's going to be a very laid-back make-along. There's not really any rules, just any finished objects that you make between now, the date that this video comes out, which should be November 20th, to December 31st, 2020. To enter, you will just need to post a picture of your finished object in the Ravelry thread, or if you would prefer to enter on Instagram, use the hashtag FreshStartMal, which I will put at the bottom of the screen here. Double dipping is encouraged, so if you have both, you should enter twice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have any prizes set up yet, but for right now, I would expect one of my project bags to be in the prize pool, and we'll see how much traction this gets and if we get any other prize donations. So if you are a maker and you're interested in donating a prize to this make-along, please feel free to get in touch with me. My email address is knitnowswatchlater@gmail.com. I think that's everything about the make-along. I've never hosted a make-along before, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but we'll give it a try and see what happens. So I haven't had an acquisition segment in quite some time, but I did drop off some of my project bags for a giveaway at my local yarn store, so obviously I had to do a little bit of shopping while I was there. So I picked up this Hedgehog Fibers twist sock in the colorway Matchstick, which is a really pretty color. I mean, look at those speckles. I just couldn't help myself. So their twist sock base is an 80% BFL and 20% nylon. Very, very pretty yarn. And then I also got a free bag of light bulb stitch markers, which she has going on for the whole month of November, for Black Friday month is what she's calling it. So yeah, if you want a bag of light bulb stitch markers, head over to her shop and make a purchase. Books. I do have some kind of sad news about my books. On On the last episode, I talked about The Suicide Gene by C.J. Zahner, and I have been trying to read this book for a very long time, and I finally just stopped. It wasn't holding my interest. It was really confusing, and just every time I picked up the book, I wasn't really sure what was going on, so I had really no motivation to continue reading it. So I finally just decided to put it down and start a new book, which is Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane. And this book, I'm already halfway through. It is so good. It's a thriller, which is my favorite genre, if you haven't picked up on that already. And it's about a wife who tried to kill off her husband, and it did not go as planned. So it is very interesting. It has been... There really was nothing slow about it. You were thrown like right into the action at the beginning, which is my type of book. So far so good. I will keep you guys posted on that. So moving into chatter, it was a really busy past couple of weeks with a lot of appointments and meetings and that kind of thing going on. And then over the weekend, my friend, who I did the math, and we have been friends for 14 years, but we have not seen each other since she moved like 13 years ago. So we've seen each other a couple times. She lives in Pittsburgh, which is like a 2-hour drive from here. So we've seen each other a couple of times, but mostly at like a wedding, and like I went to her baby shower, and that was pretty much it. So this is the first time in well over 10 years that we have actually hung out and spent time together. So it was super fun catching up with her, and that was pretty much all that I did was prepare for that, get her room set up, and all of the things that go with having someone stay over. And that was a lot of fun. I did get a good bit of knitting done while she was here. And after she left, my husband left too. So I had the house to myself that night and got a ton of knitting done. So yeah, and then the only other thing that's happened, I did finally get my hair cut. It has been, I think the last time I got my hair cut was about 2 years ago, because I remember it was in April and it was not during quarantine, so it had to have been the year before. So it's been almost 2 years. I got quite a bit cut off and I got layers put in. That's pretty much it. I'm pretty simple cut. I did get it thinned out a lot. I have super thick hair, and the hairstylist said that she actually thinks that she took more hair thinning it out than she took off lengthwise, which, I mean, I got a pretty good amount of hair cut off lengthwise too. So yeah, anyway, just blathering on about my hair. So that's pretty much it for chatter. As far as the shop goes, I don't think I said at the beginning that I do have an Etsy shop now, which is whiterosefibercompany.com, which will also be linked in the description box below. I do have a shop update coming on this Friday, which will be my Christmas trees update, which I have shown a couple of sneak peeks of that pattern on Instagram and on Facebook. So if you don't follow me there, make sure that you do, so that you are up to date on everything that is happening shop-wise. So I did want to show the new print that is coming to the shop this Friday. So there are a couple of changes to my bags since the last time I showed them on the podcast. So this is the medium-sized bag in the Christmas tree print. All of my medium bags have a cotton webbing handle now, and I also have a cute little tag, which on the back it has my name, and on the front it has my logo. So I thought that I would show those. And then all of my bags have a rose progress keeper on the zipper. So On the inside here, there's reindeer and snowflakes and super cute, and you can see that they're pretty roomy. So you could probably fit like a sweater project in here. This is the one that I'm keeping for myself because I love this print so much. It is my very favorite that has gone into the shop so far. And then next up, I have a tote bag. This will also be going into the shop tomorrow. Same print on the inside. Another pretty roomy bag. You can fit tons of yarn in here, or books, or your laptop, or use it as an overnight bag and put some clothes in there. Whatever you guys want to do. That one's pretty good size for most everything. And then I have these Notion pouches, which are the same on the inside as the other ones, and you also get your little charm. And then finally, I now have mug cozies in the shop. So they are the kind, let's see, you just put the elastic around the button and fit that around your mug. And then I love these buttons. They are so pretty. They just have my name on them because I thought the labels would be kind of weird on a mug cozy. So yeah, and then the same print on the back. So all of that will be coming to the shop this Friday. And don't forget that if you use the coupon code Knit Now Swatch Later, which I will put at the bottom of the screen here, you'll get 15% off of your purchase. And I also have free shipping for orders $35 or more, so make sure that you check that out. So I think that is everything for this episode, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I share a new podcast every 2 weeks, so until next time, happy knitting. Bye!